a hardcore gamer who leftward his household less rather than 10 times in 7 years explains how SAMES now help some youthful human beings break down off of a lifetime of insulation. Year and year were fair consumable meeting at my machine, says Billy Tan. I would just go external for physicians serving or dental surgeons serving. I would never go external to communicate or communicate in some human beings. My whole life was on the internet. In which was a hard infancy, Mr. Tan was undertaken in thoroughness, often for his mom's clinic corset for her psychological and natural public health problems. His maintenance for his GCSEs was 13%, but it was the distress of Start 1 levels at school, linked in break his ankle bone, how inflicted him to remove of the external planet fully. Mr. Tan, now 24, omitted out of school and consumable the next year at household, game, in talk rooms and read on policy. He became nearly completely submerged in and on the internet planet of echoing chambers wherever he thick felt the drag of extremist and cyber crime. Mr. Tan, of Ashton, Cornwall, says he became more eccentric and ultimately lose concern. In fact, I can calculate the quantity of times I went out in a 7-year time on both of my hands, he says. I wasn't take thoroughness of myself, I was just take thoroughness of my mom down. There were times while I was suicide. It very took its duty on me. I wasn't certainly why I was live, why I was there. I implemented if I didn't do thing I wouldn't be there in a year or 2 year. Currently, fair 14 months following walking external for the at first period in year, Mr. Tan has go up in his own way of help human beings love him to enhance their lives, via countertop game. His executive board play, that he as well hopes to evolve in an application, urged to assist youthful human beings construct on their public skills and surmount any issues they person. He's a part playing executive board play for little groups. Players encounter 1 day a 1 week above a time of weeks or months, increasing their public skills as they act. No machinery is necessary towards of a pen and document, but additions can involve die and nature descriptions. The concept is the attending act themselves, making points by reaching specific tasks. They can enhance their letter and get additional points in among sessions by take on a problem in the actual planet. Attending include to show they include finished the tasks and stake the detailed information in and on the internet team set up for every play. It is my way of giver behind, my way of hard get human beings to communicate and communicate, Mr. Tan says of the so yet unnamed play. Thing had to changing in my lifetime and I don't wish human beings to include to get to how spot up they do a changing. Kirsty Atkinson, who has skilled insulation, is one of the voluntary who took portion in a testing meeting for Mr. Tan's play. I didn't include any friends since I had been via a lot of bad relationships and friendships, so since of how I fair stayed within, says the 22-year-old of swimming pool in Cornwall. I didn't do lot, I didn't get out, I didn't wish for. She describes Mr. Tan's play as very entertainment, and is really certainly it can assist human beings in a such position to her. I sense love we very associated as a team, she says, addition how he's a nice way to encounter some youthful human beings fighting in such issues. Else gamer, 20-year-old Ryden Pyro saw, of Pendine in Cornwall, begun the meeting worried on not knowledge how to act the play. And time after he requested to aware while they could act once again. Down there was fair thing on he says, smirking. George Hardwick, a advisor in the Actual Ideas organization who's been work in Mr. Tan with he took his at first stairs to reintegrate in the planet, says it was beautiful to see youthful human beings of both of sexes cooperating, to see them smile and amusing, how in himself is a large win. For Mr. Hardwick, observer Mr. Tan conduct a team via his new play for the at first period in a testing meeting was an emotion expertise. Billy had substantially been residing in his dress for 7 years, he says, description his advance as unbelievable. Mr. Hardwick, who is support the 24-year-old in the play start, adds, he has lost of creature strongly agoraphobic to now host a play how is help youthful human beings to investigate their talent and talents and how they might be capable to stake such in the planet in a way how can very supporting them. It is a bequest to him, to his definition, to his bravery or, in my view, the relevant supporting how he has got on the path. Mr. Tan, who is now work in his at first job as a youthful supporting employee, has seen his horizons expand in a way he would never include mind probable a pair of year back. For him, the executive board play is on the expiatory force of society. Human beings expend thousands of several hours games fair to see their nature increase, he says. Yet which if they can see themselves increase,